This is Module 3, Lesson 5. We're going to start off by doing some counting with our multiples of 10 and 100, although we'll be using the numbers 7, 8, and 9 to do that. This is very similar to what we did in, I believe it was Module 3, Lesson 4, with our fluency. So we're going to start with counting by 7s to 70, and then we'll count by 7 tens to 700. So let's start with that. Starting with 7. 7, 14, 21, 28, 35, 42, 49, 56, 63, 70. All right, counting by 7s, a little bit trickier than counting by 3s or 4s, even a little trickier than counting by 6s. Now let's try counting by 7 tens, and we'll stop a couple of times and say what the number is in standard form. Starting with 7 tens, 14 tens, 21 tens, which is how much? 210. 28 tens, 35 tens, 42 tens. Again, how much is that? 420. 49 tens, 56 tens, 63 tens, and 70 tens, which is 700. All right, let's look at, we're going to count by 8s. So let's start with 8. 8, 16, 24, 32, 40, 48, 56, 64, 72, 80. So we've made it all the way to 80. We're going to do the same thing now, counting by 8 tens. Sorry, I needed to grab a drink there. 8 tens, 16 tens, 24 tens, 32 tens, which is what? 320. 40 tens, 48 tens, 56 tens, 560, 64 tens, 72 tens, and 80 tens, which is 800. The last set that we're going to do, we'll be counting by 9s, and it says 9s to 60. That is a mistake on my part. We're going to count by 9s to 90. All right, let's start with 9, 18, 27, 36, 45, 54, 63, 72, 81, and 90. All right, same thing, but this time by 9 tens. 9 tens, 18 tens, 27 tens, 36 tens, which is how much? 360. 45 tens, 54 tens, 63 tens, which would be 630. 72 tens, 81 tens, and finally 90 tens, which would be 900. Alrighty, good work on that. The next thing that we're going to do is multiplying units. And so this is a little bit different than what we're typically looking at. We start off here with 3 times 2. Well, 3 times 2 equals, we're going to say this multiplication sentence in uniform, but we're going to write our answer in standard form. So if we were to say it in unit form, we'd say 3 1s times 2 equals 6 1s. And 6 1s in standard form is just 6 as we know it. Okay, the second one, 30 times 2, that would be 3 tens times 2. Well, 3 tens times 2 is 6 tens. 6 tens in standard form would be 60. All right, we're going to keep going on that theme. 300 times 2. Well, we can multiply the 3 and the 2, and we can say, well, we've got 600s. 600s in standard form is 600. 3,000s times 2, same sort of, same process really. 3 times 2 is 6 thousands. So that would be 6,000. Let's look at 5 ones times 3. Well, we know what that is. 5 ones times 3, 15. How about 5 tens times 3? Well, that's 15 tens, which is 150. 5 thousands times 3, well, 5 times 3 is 15 thousands, so we've got 15,000 there. 5 thousands times 4, 20 thousands, which is 20,000. Again, you're just multiplying our whole numbers here and then adding, putting in the unit that we're working with. 5 tens times 4 would be 5 times 4, which is 20 tens, which would be 200. And 5 ones times 8, well, 5 times 8 is 40 ones, or 40. 5 hundreds times 8 would be 40 hundreds, which would be 4,000. And 9 tens times 7, 9 times 7 is 63 tens, is 630. Good work, and you have completed Fluency for Module 3, Lesson 5.